Awal. Sajo. My brown way na fi me fe.
Yeah, nyame boa ochinechi. That is 2 days from now. Yebenya ehu ana yebe the 2 World Cup playoffs na yebe baso ewo ebibirimam na uni se 4 countries ni nyina yehu omo amurem and ase obia touch down in Morocco. Omo camping ahead of those 2 games now very very important no nyame boy behu Gabon against Nigeria, that is 4 p.m. Thursday no na 7 p.m. so yahe between Cameroon and DR Congo. So winners of these 2 matches no ene be hiem nyame boy Sunday, so ni obe win no ena ebe represent Africa ewo the intercontinental playoff no na eno AFCON winner meka 2013 Africa Cup of Nations winner John Mikel Obi, former Chelsea midfielder na or say Nigeria for so more avoid complacency against the Azingo National of Gabon. Now ohuni say in as much as say Nigeria have a very good record against Gabon. Say yo ohe matches omoshia 9 times no Nigeria enyamu 5 of the wins no ewo games na baso in between them. Gabon ewo only 1 win, and of course emu 3 acquire draw. So echire say Nigeria for nsa eda Gabon for no. So in terms of matches are omoabo ewo muntem, and recent World Cup group games na eba so we last month na say jo Gabon was one of the teams are impressive very very well. Unfortunately group amukoto no those 2 games are money Ivory Coast boy no and no na Nigeria Gabon entimi on top of that group no because they lost Ivory Coast and na Ivory Coast eba Gabon no and koye goalless draw. So 4 points now Ivory Coast edge free Gabon for no and no ne boama Ivory Coast enya the opportunity and amunya the edge over Gabon. Gabon one of the teams very very impressive this competition mo. How Aubameyang, Dennis Bouanga, and even Mario Lemina, former Juve midfielder, say onususi akan Galatasaray. Say yo, these guys played marvelously well for the Gabonese national team during the World Cup qualifiers. Na Nigeria trump card ni na ko Victor Osimhen. He has been the man who has been running the show for them. Na media say ka even playoffs are here kan wasem ka omunu because 10 games na ebo nyina say jo Victor Osimhen eluzu mo 5 of the games went me amo, and Nigeria for no cry ka at least Victor Osimhen was 7 or 8 of the 10 games now Kenya mudabreni ka omo qualify. But let's see what is going to transpire on Thursday when Gabon and Nigeria meets. But Mikel Obi or sounding a note of caution to the Super Eagles players, in as much as a very good record against Benin, against Gabon team no, and say some more complacent. Now besa ye devastating. Say ye got 2 consecutive World Cup tournaments. Na nyina ye hu Nigeria. Because Nigeria shas ye call World Cup in 1994 no. They went to 3 World Cup tournaments. Ye nyina be kaya 94 in USA, 98 in France, and of course 2002 when yenya Japan any Korea omokabom host. After missing out Germany 2006 no omo back South Africa 2010 yehu omo Brazil 2014 and also so, and of course in 2018 Russia. So after that they missed out Qatar 2022 against the Black Stars of Ghana. So Ekobani say when someone to qualify be first time AC mo national team since your Mosha World Cup, so mo be miss 2 consecutive World Cup tournaments. Ebi see that and no Mekelobi say be devastating. Say omo as a Nigeria, a huge nation like that, say almost what rich history and tradition on the continent. Now you got 2 consecutive World Cups omon kanwa or say be very very devastating. Say jo na meka Nana Abraham ye player usia kan edema Barao FC Nigeria Professional Football League no. Na say jo uko Nigeria a few way ya season omo boyana omo free omo first division eba the Nigerian League no. Na team nankasa the northern part of the country Kano State. Now during the week a course match between Katsina United the Mohammed Diko Stadium and on one team Barao FC. And so after say Barao FC were down by a goal to nil and omoteka So say Joe Nchinwashiu SC game no mo. 6 supporters were injured. Even one of the technical team members of Barao FC was also injured. And Nana Abraham said Joe omo pra no kakra ne kon. Indication ba say not news fly say a certain Ghanaian player has been killed. I even the pictures ebe ni nam social media say the minimum ye twa minimum pictures and videos roll it through. But say later on among for be hu say sa adina ekoso no enye no krese wawu na say enwa omo discharging from the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, omo club owner no.
By the name so wu prayer.
Yeah, and nam
the one trying to call.
Yes.
Wakasa.
Osi ye ntwa ni minimum.
Okay.
Even though ye plan e woni kom.
Why the plan?
Like supporters of Casino United.
Okay.
So me know kase the NPFL league board no a charge Casino United omo fine omo over $6,000.
Okay.
And omo say the rest of omo league games omo be born nyina omo be born neutral ground. And a neutral ground nso say jo omo be born behind closed doors.
Okay.
Ade omo ayi eno na ade we edi ababeto omo so but player na kasa o see ye ntwa ni minimum even though ye plan woni komu de and na amanfo e kasa wowu no onwu ye so eno omo discharge no a free hospital. Even enano pay omo president the owner of the club no Mr. Barao Jibrin ono so akasa se muda nyame say the life of Nana Abraham so nyame agini nkwa se ne amanfo kase ye kum no enye sana ya discharge no sisi oni team no ebeto aso akoye training. So there is a certain player called Maxime Lopez ye wono France ne mami Algeria ni ena ne papa enye Algeria ni na Algeria for adinachi 5 years sejo se ommebo ma omo esan se o trace ni route na ne mami efrio sejo wanka hwe afia won say World Cup e baso no sisi o say or reconsider the decision o see in as much as Algeria for na dinachi no onko Algeria manu da no no de na dwene mu nyina ye France because na France omo afre no da e wo omo under 17 any under 20 nti na ba bia na dwene e wo no so after 5 years of hesitation Sergio Maxime Lopez says so we consider Sergio o say Algeria say we are ready obetimi aba be bo amamo na ni nyina akoba say World Cup e baso Algeria so one of the teams are also a qualifier nyame boa next year 2026 ye be hu omo e wo Canada, Mexico and USA. Doc, this is what World Cup can bring on the team.
Yes. Algeria is taking advantage. Now they have the bargaining chip. Algeria, for one case, you move to Oko Netherlands, Oko France, near there, and Spain, Titriwa. They are there in their numbers, and they think, say, Omunusu World Cup, Onumfan Leo, Omoma. Omumra. I feel mobile na say chiri from I said it's a good thing.
We dog ni man for near man for he say we mo di na chia 5 years. One jam to affair World Cup baso no affair na or reconsider the decision.
It's interesting. I think they are closely related to Yedi. Say Yedi we mo chia o man pini afide eventually. Omunyo mbeba yes you buofi.
So
but now boy now
Nana Abraham.
Yeah, we did a story, but I thought he teen voice na nanke.
You bet my teen voice no.
Menyani voice no. Right.
Oh no, sound no.
I think there is a sound.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, see bit my teen.
My name is Nana Kwame Abraham. I'm an attacking midfielder and I'm a player of Barrow.
What exactly happened to you when Barrow played against Kessben United?
When we were playing a match, they were leading us a goal to nil, and we equalized. So when we equalized, when we were celebrating, they started throwing objects toward us. So one of the objects hit me, and I got injured. Blood was flowing through my body. So the doctors came inside the field. They took me. They wanted to take me to the ambulance. So when we were going to the ambulance, they started throwing stones again. So the doctors have to abandon me and run out for their lives.
How are you feeling right now?
By the help of our team doctors and everything, now I'm feeling a little bit better, and I'm hoping and praying that I'll resume training on maybe Wednesday. Sure.
What is your message to your fans and the general public?
what I'll tell my fans and the general public is that they shouldn't panic. They shouldn't put fear, because there's nothing like they slaughtered my throat. No, there's nothing like that. It's as an object that hits me. There's nothing like they slaughtered my throat or something like that. And what I will plead with the general public is that they shouldn't put false news on the internet. That will put fear and panic. So I'm begging the general public that anytime they heard something, they should do their investigation well before.
Okay. The general public, no, a future of them, I teach you media for. Yeah,
but you know, what would somebody gain?
Yeah.
By fabricating the story.
Hey.
Yes, you're attacking the panel.
Yeah.
But the story is that you're slashing the neck.
Yeah.
You're triggering an inuti. Ebra obobo. Archer said the story is you're coming crying.
Yeah. And you say, oh, Daho. Now, Miss Animano, I am to me.
And to whom said,
many bosswa.
No, you ain't.
Many bosswa. So, wow. Oh, now. Come on, be a dentist. Oh, Modia Bass, as in a corner, we are 10 corner crayfish. You are dentist. Did not know to say, who was some. Yeah,
but people who create this story, who say be so share that deliberately.
Yeah,
because when you come now, me picture back on me no. Not just who says can say you make up any pana you say deal. Say you come no say you slash ni come no.
The Casino United phone so ebi ni muhu ne say you who say na say me say what is I see Donald Trump share some say soja bi
yes
so ebi no say I say you use we no e dia saying omo
say Muslims no attack Christians. Yes,
so ebi no say you use we no e dia create, because I saw one page X of Nigeria now also say see this disgrace that these people from the north have brought to our nation. So Nina also I can also Emma Adeno SL. That is where some of the Casino United for fans, you know, Emuni say I say Omo share that story, no say a kumboy no unfortunate say Omudi, especially Omo the northern part of the country.
But then I say able to throw na back born, but surprisingly, ambulance na the hospital, the drivers any doctors is
they abandon him.
Wow. Hey, Nigeria.
Get 12 years old.
Yeah, be beautiful. All right.
Yeah, Kitwe said you under 17.
Yeah.
Enra Ivory Coast the Omo free. Said you Omo Luzu Omo 3 games in Enra was a nail on their coffin. They lost by 3-1 against South Korea. So said you Ama Ivory Coast they almost say goodbye to the under 17 World Cup tournament na ekoso ewokata no.
Okay.
Na Zambia so enya a 1-1 draw against Brazil. Zambia the omo competition mo, and after 2 games you know omo timi abuki omo ticket omo beko to the next stage. And Burkina Faso any Tajikistan bebo. So a win for Burkina Faso will possibly mean say you omo so be buki omo ticket to the next stage of the under 17 World Cup na ekoso ewokata no say you.
Okay. All right. Ndi yemfa no so nsia na yentwa so kwa miki